It's B Jack. And you know that he back. Jackie Tarantino. Ramping Pitch. Look, I got money on my
This
mind.
your boy B Jack, and I'm back on Spit Lit, or That Ain't It, the album review show for you, the fans, by a fan, myself, and let's get into it. Now, before I get into it, y'all know what to do. Please hit that like button, smash that bell, subscribe to B Jack TV. Y'all see the sign, okay? Now, let's get into it. Today, I'm reviewing two albums for you, and while they're both different, the only similarity in these projects is that they both have 11 songs on them, okay? Now, let's get into it. First comes from hip-hop's favorite, Weed Man. Yes, Berner is back with his third album this year, second in 2 months. Yeah, right after Rico, he drops 11-11. And let's get into it. This album is completely produced by Cosmo, and it features Wiz Khalifa, Chevy Woods, Taylor Gang, Salute, Twista, Smigs, and Be Real of Cypress Hill. Okay, now again, 11 songs on this 11-11, and let's get into the hype. Okay, there was no real hype surrounding this album up until its release, when people was realizing like, damn, Berner just dropped a new album. And he already dropped 2 albums this year. Okay, Rico just came out a few months ago, and it features 24 songs on it. Okay, he did a collaboration project with another producer, and I have to look his name up, called Terra Firma, or yeah, Firma Terra or Terra Firma, one of the two. I think it's based on a restaurant that he's got out there on the West Coast. Anyway, this album is dedicated to the memory of his mother who died. Who lost her life to cancer, I think on the date 11-11. Okay, I could be wrong. That's what I was reading. But I'm going to get into my picks, okay? My picks for this 11-11 album by Berner is, number 1, Drown. That Keith Sweat sample and that beat, the way Cosmo did that, was just dope as fuck. You know, I just appreciate good production and a good song altogether, okay? Now, excuse me. Number 2, Burr, featuring Wiz Khalifa. That hook paired with that beat, you know what I'm saying? And then when Wiz Khalifa gets on there, he shreds that joint, you know, like he does. And then number 3 is Pac, featuring Wiz Khalifa again. Wiz is at his best on these type of beats, all right? That motherfucking Tyrese Sweet Lady sample in that joint, phenomenal. I can't even, like, yo, Cosmo, you doing your fucking thing on these beats. If you don't know who Cosmo is, do your Googles. He's been around for a while. Low key, he's not like most producers who has a tag in the beginning of the beats to let you know it's him. So do your Googles, okay? Now let me get into my opinion of this project, okay? Berner proves he's a good storyteller with the knack for his weed-laced tales of moving packs over soulful, sample-driven production that could easily be used for R&B songs, okay? These beats work great for his vocal tone because he got a softer vocal tone though, all right? Berner keeps giving stoners that joints that just burn slow and smooth yet potent, all right? Now, let's get into my quotables for this album. My quotable for this 11-11 comes from Burr, featuring Wiz Khalifa, where Berner says, "Too lifted and we still smoking. Taylor Gang, you see the chain glowing. Big spot where my strains growing. Bet my ex-bitch gon' stay hoeing. Big burn, got a wave going. When it touch down, bust that thing open." Okay, that's some playful bars right there, but it tells you basically all you need to know about Berner. 1, he's the weed man. You know, he stays smoking. 2, he represents Taylor Gang. And 3, he's a pimp. I'll just say he's a pimp, okay? Y'all get into the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling this Berner 11-11 album. I think it's a dope-ass fucking album. It's like all the real lyricists and the great street music is coming out later in the year, in the 4th quarter. As y'all noticed from my album reviews, a lot of the greater albums comes out later. So, all right, let's get into my second review for today. Comes from the son of 2 superstars, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Yes, I'm talking about Jaden Smith, all right? The Sunset Tapes, a cool tape story, is out now, okay? And let's get into the hype. Once again, this album features 11 tracks. There's no features on this project. The only hype that I know surrounding this album comes by way of Everyday Struggle, Academics, and Wayno was talking about it, I believe last week, and it made me listen to it. Other than that, I've seen, his singles. What I think he dropped Ghost earlier this year, which was a dope ass song in itself. It doesn't appear on this album though, so I'm kind of baffled as why he wouldn't put such a good song on this album. But let's get into it. All right, my picks for this project, number one would be a Calabasas freestyle. Go figure. I'm surprised I like any music from Calabasas, considering these is. And that's not to down Calabasas, but I'm a street dude, and Calabasas is like the rich suburbs for California, rich elite people. So number two is Plastic. I like that joint. He just released a video for that, I believe this past week or the week before. And number three would be Yeah Yeah. Okay, it's more melodic. Is the singing song, one of the singing songs on this album, because Jaden Smith raps and sings like most rappers do nowadays anyway. All right, I'm gonna get into my opinion. The Sunset Tapes comes off as a PG-13 version of a Childish Gambino album, circa Camp or Because the Internet, and mixed with a splash of Kanye West, circa 808s and Heartbreaks. Okay, so what do you expect from the son of superstars, fishtailing Lamborghinis through Calabasas and, lower Manhattan? But let's not forget that, Jaden Smith worked on Childish Gambino's album Kauai back in 2014, I believe it is. So, I just imagine rich kids from the age of 16 to early 20s blasting this through the suburbs, That's why I say it's not for me, but I'm going to just get into my quotable for this album. It was hard to find one at first because a lot of this album is very obscure and abstract as opposed to, literal in your face. Okay. My quotable comes from Plastic. All right. And it's the hook, I believe. He says, West Side whipping out plastic, 2 backflips, gymnastics. Every time I spit it, go platinum. Open up my mouth, all platinum. With the wings like Batman, rolling around lower Manhattan. Okay. That right there just pretty much sums up the album. I like to get my quotables, I like to tend to get from what is the essence of the album, and this is what the essence of this album is, a rich kid on the west side of lower Manhattan whipping out plastic, happy that he is on top of the world and he don't really have to do much to be there, I guess. Y'all be the judge, man. Get in the comments. Let me know if y'all like this Jaden Smith album. If y'all even listen to it, comment below. Let me know if y'all fucking with this. All right. Now, this has been another episode of Spit Lit or That Ain't It. Your boy B Jack. I appreciate y'all for watching. Yeah, man, hit that like button, smash that bell, subscribe to B Jack TV for more album reviews.
Bro fam, B Jack. Niggas talking real gangster behind the motherfucking computer screen. I call them IGs, internet gangsters. You know what I mean?